Dvergholme, so it's going to get back there. We're gonna go to Dvergholme in like the secrety chamber behind the bathroom.
Got it. Okay. You're back in Dvergholme. You were the first people in Dvergholme to know that there's possibly war now between
Lokrik!
Kingdom of Vosgard
Could you
and
come down here for a bath?
your trip took shorter than their trip, so you're actually waiting around furtively for a while.
Lokrik was left behind.
Oh, right. Okay, that's right.
Because for exactly something like this. We needed to hold Lokrik.
Alright, so I'm just going to move you guys up to the gray area. And you have a prisoner. Lokrik is there. I'm going to actually get Lokrik. You find Lokrik chatting with his sister.
And he immediately develops a mythic headache.
What have they done now?
This is why you don't leave me behind!
What kind of diplomacy is this?
Let's see, this is Legends. No, I need token. Legends.
See, Midwick has a bunch of damage. I don't know what from, but...
Midwick, what does Midwick have damage from?
Yeah, she has a different last name than Lokrik. So Lokrik's actually chatting with Braga Zelamanchar. And she's sitting on the throne, and Lokrik is actually chatting.
So, yeah, the bathroom is behind the throne. Psst, Lokrik, come back here.
It appears your friends, brother, are in the royal chambers, she says. She looks over her shoulder, annoyed a little bit.
Join us for a bath.
She gives Lokrik a little look, and he just waves off any sort of question that comes from that. What are you doing back here?
If you'd kindly follow me, sir, there is a situation in the tub room.
Why are you all sweaty?
Definitely not because things went poorly.
Let's go this way.
Why are you bleeding? What? You've got spells running. You were fighting, weren't you?
The king's crown is complete, and he is a maniac. He attempted to enslave Altagar.
How?
The crown has the ability to dominate those around him, and then he tried to, and then he pulls out the braciers. These are the cursed ones, those aren't. Here, put these on.
Yeah,
Altagar? Those are the not cursed ones, that is.
Yes.
Lokrik looks mad, and he's looking at the Fimble Spirit, or the Fimble Skald. He knows who the Fimble Skald is. He's looking at this big chair that just magically arrived, made out of Linnorm skulls and bones.
Hey, we own this.
So you decided to rob from the High King?
No. The High King tried to enslave one of your subjects, and we defended ourselves through some defensive magics, an anti-magic field to block the enchantment. And he tried to have us arrested, was his words, but they were very aggressive.
Yeah, I didn't pull manacles or nothing.
Lokrik's face twitches with anger.
No, you do not understand. He has the entire populace of Vosnsaga standing in line to become charmed by his new toy. Hundreds of thousands of people standing in the cold waiting to talk to this man to become permanently enslaved to their eternal king.
Do we really need this now?
Oh, most definitely not. But now that the top is off the barrel of snakes, we need to do something to get the snakes back in. Otherwise, we're going to have a big mess and snakes everywhere.
We should talk to that Trudd guy.
Oh, Trudd most definitely is an option. I don't know if I trust Trudd with an artifact of that power.
No, but...
I mean, my very large friend, your mind is made of very stern stuff, and it took a hold of your soul almost immediately.
Yeah, that doesn't normally happen, I'll be honest.
Lokrik, please take a look at the braziers. We're not blowing smoke up your underskirts.
You better not be. And he says a word, an ancient word, that went back to a time where dwarves and elves actually were in conflict.
You're allowed to use that word. That's our word.
It basically boils down to tree fucker.
Donovan just makes a fail. You might not want to use that type of language in front of your sister. She's very polite.
Lokrik is going to intimidate you to stop talking. He's got a plus 28.
He's going to harumph me.
32. I don't know if that works or not. Are you shaking?
It's my wisdom. 14, 15, 16, yeah. 26, so yeah. Yeah,
okay. Shaking for a couple of rounds.
It's funny, he rolls a play. If I wanted to intimidate him back, I'd be rolling at a plus 42, but I don't play that kind of game.
He just walks out for a while. You just plunge his kingdom into war. He's not happy.
No more venturing for you.
Despite Altagar dangling the Fimble Scald and his new chair, which he may enjoy, but
right. Let's get some of the stuff off of Evander there.
I'll strip him down to his nethers.
Okay, you strip him down to his skivvies, and he has the following things as you're able to look through it.
Do you have that already in a list to paste, or do I? Okay. Excuse me.
You heard that bang, eh?
No. Foxfire, I actually agree with your assessment. We just surprise, make love to the king, and then the war problem is basically done because he's batshit loco.
I was thinking we just send Oberon to knock down the entire castle and probably
push that shit over.
Knock the castle down. It's kind of it's.
Also,
like,
Adam, we had an interesting thought from our good buddy here, Fox. Why don't we use the blood of the big-ass snake to bring back Oberon?
No, yes, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to skip the Ouroborous for now until we have the crystal and the other half of the soul.
Kill the demon.
It's been a while since Ukher's made a strength check to break something. When he's really mad, he has a plus 20, 35, 55, 63?
1,050,000.
So 1d20 plus 63 to break something is pretty good. It's pretty broken.
All right, what do you find? You ready? You writing this down?
You give me un momento, por favore. I am ready.
Right. A scroll of remove curse.
It's
On-
freaking gracious off.
A wand of cure moderate wounds with 25 charges. He was wearing +3 mithril chain shirt.
Nice.
His longsword is a longsword +1 longsword of speed.
Ooh.
He has a belt of physical perfection
+2.
+2.
Does anybody wear that? I don't think so.
What else does he
I'm
have?
selling it, but it's really nice.
He has a... I know this is a 3rd edition item, but it is a cloak of charisma +4.
Hetty is like, no.
A
Hetty's jealous.
A necklace of adaptation.
Yeah, I just bought one.
And a ring of protection +3.
Okay.
He has a bone flute that provides a +10 competence bonus to perform an instrument, like with the actual flute.
So that wouldn't affect the versatile performance stuff.
No. It's just you could play really well with the flute.
I've got +19 perform wind with no magical item to help me do it. But that's fine. We don't need it. I don't think we're planning on killing this guy. Just good to know what he has. But so this is the Fimble.
Goggles of minute seeing and a hat of disguise to round out its gear.
Well, I suppose we should draw a bath.
All the king's horses, all the king's men couldn't put him back together again. Hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, the comment of we just really need to get the king, and then any war concept's over. But somebody then has to lead the humans.
Okay. As you are drawing a bath, the others return. Lokrik is actually spending time talking to Braga now about how horrible things actually are now. And that you don't have access to the gate.
Oh, we have access to the gate. God. They don't have access to the gate. What are you, crazy? Just fly away with the gate. I mean...
So Ukher, Lemmy, notice. You guys are laughing as you return, Azildan. Lokrik is talking to
Wow, that was
Braga.
a really successful mission. Excellent work,
He
guys.
just points to the back. You go deal with that.
What do you mean? The place is safe now. No more vampire.
Well, maybe we can stick Donovan and Altagar in there for a while. Midwick too.
Well,
Did they do something wrong?
what happened?
With his
What
+1
happened?
friggin' sense motive?
Yeah.
By the time you get to the bath, Altagar's got him hung upside down with a rope on his legs, and he's dunking him in and out of the tub over the rafter.
Bloop, bloop. The guy's not even awake yet.
This will work nice.
I was thinking we'd stick him in the tub as sort of a...
Oh, we can start there. But
Okay, are
start
you in the
swinging
steam
guy
bath,
off
or are
the
you in the
rafter.
bathtub that Lokrik had moved back from Runeshod, where he almost died against...
It's the
his brother.
Runeshod.
Okay.
It's the Runeshod...
He's kind of sitting
It's the
in a tub.
Runeshod murder bath.
It's the murder bath. Yeah, it's the Lokrik tub. Okay, so Azildan, Lemio, and Ukher come walking into the back, and they see...
Lokrik's really mad. What do you guys do?
Uh-oh. That's not good. I'm
What
guessing
the
you
friggin'
didn't...
hell?
I'm guessing
You're
you
supposed to
didn't...
go and see the crown.
You didn't get permission to borrow that.
Why is your clone here? This is scary.
Sorry, there's so many tokens on this map that...
Ukher starts fighting with himself.
Who wins?
Kicking each other across the room. I can explain. No, you can't. Yes, I can. Go for it. The king was mad with power. Not good explanation. Where the crown allows him to dominate those around him, and he attempted to turn Altagar into a thrall.
Yeah, I was not too pleased. If it weren't for his actions, I would be a slave to that guy right now.
So,
So did you ask him to stop, or did you just start attacking?
before the cursed
Yeah.
braziers could be placed upon Altagar, there's two Lemmys! Smush it! Ukher kicks this one across the room.
Smoosh it.
2d8 plus 6 summons.
So, no, well, the king, Donovan casts an illusion spell and goes through the scenario as best as he could remember it with...
Okay, by this time Lokrik is lingering at the doorway to the room that you guys are all in, and he's watching.
So, there was this long, creepy line of people, and everybody had to go and swear fealty to the king, and...
He's doing it to everybody.
everyone. And in this space, the king, and then he shows the king, looking all vibrant and young again, was declaring his eternal strength and kingship.
Okay, Lokrik from the shadow of the door as he's watching your illusion pops out the eye that he was looking at you with and sticks it away in his pocket and then walks into the room.
I will keep your secret, king, but
He goes up to the brazier and he's identifying.
Donovan's thought was, just don't call me a tree fucker again and we're good.
This is a magic item. It is
Yes.
cursed.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
In that it won't be removed. Its magic amplifies something, extends the range.
Yes, of the dominate.
It is
That
made
is
out of
within-
gold as well as some steel to keep it strong and bits of bone from,
Linnorm.
I think, multiple different Linnorms. I recognize this one as the Tarn. He puts it down.
So I...
Are there one of these with my name on it?
Yep, there probably is, because he asked for the special ones. And we
Yeah,
came
there were multiple. Evander, could you kindly wake up? Donovan will cast a cure spell on him.
Okay.
But before Donovan casts a cure spell on him,
Oh yeah, the Thumpies is ready, don't worry.
all right. First and foremost, to everyone else, we're not killing him. He is safe. Secondly,
I didn't
he
kill
is
anybody.
also a tricky bastard. So Donovan goes over to the corner and casts a
Yeah, well, you don't tell him you're not gonna kill him.
Gee.
Jeez.
the stupid spell I just cast, anti-magic
Okay.
field.
Okay.
Oh.
And then Donovan's going to go and sit with Evander in the tub.
How long does any magic field last?
10 minutes per caster level.
10 minutes. Okay. All right. All right. So he wakes. Somebody has to heal him first, I guess. Donovan.
Yeah, well,
Sure.
Donovan can't because he
Lemmy-
cast the anti-magic field.
Lemmy will... Well, I can't... Yeah, when you're outside.
Ukher will give him an extract.
Okay.
Lemmy will actually put a... what's it called? Dimensional anchor on him.
Nice.
And then stay. And then yeah, you can channel him or heal him.
You're
Donovan
worried
is
about
good.
like some sort of dimension
Dimension
dooring
door?
escaping bard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's a good
also,
worry,
if we ever hit him, that he pops away 30 feet would suck too.
Lemmy's taking a bit of his hair.
Okay, he is unconscious and can't.
Stop you from
Stop
taking
you.
his hair.
He's got a really nice
Ukher's-
braid that you're pretty sure you could use for multiple castings. You could snip that off of him.
Ukher's going to give him a big healing. So
Okay.
68 plus
He's
28.
hanging upside down. There's the creak of the ropes and kind of the
54
the angry grin
healing.
of. It gets rid of all of his non-lethal.
It also means that if somebody accidentally bonks him on the head once, he doesn't just auto die. And then Donovan will come sit beside him.
Okay, he does not look happy.
Morning, sunshine.
You're all fucking dead.
And he drops him into the tub.
he struggles a little bit.
I'm not really comfortable doing this. I mean,
What is your CMD, Mark?
CMD?
Yeah. This is Altagar. I think your CMD applies to the rope. Like,
The rope is his CMB with a take 20.
oh, okay.
So 50.
All right. So if I roll a 20 and add my 18 escape artist, that's 38. And with my mythic point, I
Mythic.
can't break it. So you actually see him trying to worm against your ropes, but they're just too tightly.
Yvanda,
Well, his face is under the water.
Yeah,
He's
but-
in
Yeah, I
water.
pull him up
Yeah.
right away. I wanted to...
all right.
can't hear you, stupid.
Now, Yvanda, the king has gone mad. The bracious, the cursed bracious. How many sets were made?
Enough.
Was there one meant for Lokrik?
No, of course not.
Without your items?
Right. Without my items.
It's plus 4 charisma item that he had.
36. In the bluff.
Okay.
Nine game.
No, I'm not going to bother.
I get him. 38, even
Okay,
without my items.
He's trying to tell you what he thinks he want you to what you want to hear. You don't know if he's lying or not. He's trying to tell you what you got him.
Vander.
He's gonna say whatever it takes to get out of here.
Vanda,
Oh, I know that though. He's not happy. When Donnie's not happy, Altagar's not happy.
What do you want me to
You
say?
know-
Morpha has created many of those things. How am I to know who is going to get them? The king decides. The true High King. Who is the king of all of you. How dare you be the ones that judge
Junk.
him? That blah, 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 blah.
And we lift him up again. Yeah, we didn't actually bring you here to give us a speech. It's actually to answer some questions. So if you go on another rant like that, well, I don't think you need your man bits to answer our questions, now do you? And he kind of flicks him in the sack. Because it's mean.
Give me an intimidate
And when
check.
Altagar flicks you in the sack, that's a 3d8 flick.
We just hit him for like that.
Give me an intimidate without your magic.
I don't... Oh, yes. It'd be -2 because of my strength. Oh, 3. I would check my intimidate.
I'm glad my dog lost interest in this giant squeaky toy. That, if I ever did anything to, my wife would be super upset with me. I don't know why. That's the one.
50.
Okay, he's not looking happy. He's stopped struggling against the bonds. He kind of goes limp a little bit.
Where did the king escape to?
You would have gone to either Morphars or to Ouroborous.
Morphar is meditating.
He has ways of going to either. I did not see which one he broke.
Donovan did.
Yep.
Which one did it look like?
It looked like a holy symbol, actually.
Probably Ouroborous.
It was a holy symbol. Odin?
Yes. Then he went to Ouroborous to go speak to the oracle, to go get her aid. You would have done the same if you were attacked right in your throne room. Would you have not, Lokrik?
I wouldn't have tried to charm someone who slew the epic Linnorms of the land for you on your first meeting since.
The king's
wouldn't have
prerogative to
attacked
take
them.
whatever steps he deems necessary to ensure the loyalty of his people.
And when the king's prerogative takes them outside the bounds of good taste, sometimes there becomes a new king.
So that is it. His fear is actually true. You wish to rule all of Volsgard, King Lokrik?
No.
No.
He can speak for himself, but we do not have plans to rule all of Vosgard. It's a very small place.
If need be, says Lokrik.
Come on, we'll get you a better kingdom than this Vosgard.
He's nodding slightly. Donovan, the thought has crossed Lokrik's mind. Lokrik's not actually hiding.
He's well positioned. How well situated is Vosnsaga for the Fimbulwinter?
With the gate, we will survive.
And without the gate?
What do you mean without the gate? Your armies are pathetic. Your town is but a fraction of the number in Volsgard.
No, but when Ukher takes your gate from you, and you have no more food...
Okay, genuine fear crosses his face. You would subject hundreds of thousands of people to starvation, to the depredations of the Fimbulwinter?
We're already making sure they're not freezing. We're helping with the food.
Yes, I know, Lemmy. What do you think everyone for miles and miles around are doing? They're coming to the places that you are saving. There have been fights and riots in the streets all over Vosnsaga. The gods themselves call to their great halls those that have fallen bravely in combat, and over a mouthful of food, the reasons for combat have increased. And you deny the king for bringing some stability in this time?
I deny the king for trying to make me a slave.
Ensure your loyalty is what he was trying to do.
That's not the way to do it. As you can plainly see.
You ensure loyalty through leadership. That is not leadership.
You want the crown for yourself, don't you, Elf?
No.
He says to you in Elven. He's a bard.
I have no need for it. I'll speak in 4 different tongues of this land.
I have no need of it. All different languages. And so I die because of your insurrection.
We're
your greed.
We are hoping that you would serve a true king of Vosgard.
I have already sworn my oath. You're asking me to break it, and he shows he's wiggling his arm where the brazier is. He doesn't have one of the special ones.
Under magical influence.
No, he is my king. I was born into his kingdom, and with that crown, apparently I will die in his kingdom.
Crown does not make a king.
We kill Lenore. I kill Lenore. Not for crap like that. Not why it was done. It was done to save people.
Yeah, if only someone could have told you it was a bad idea to let him assemble that crown. Shame that never happened, eh?
I really like you, man.
Midwick's gonna go up to shake Azildan's hand. I'll remove haste and a few other things.
Yeah.
All right. Donovan does have a detect scrying up, but he can't use it right now because he is in the thingy.
The king trusts my word. If you wish to, again, he's trying to say whatever he can to get out of this situation. He does not want to be here with you killers. I can deliver whatever message you have for the High King. Perhaps diplomacy is not beyond possibility at this point.
Let me ask you this: Are you willing to do what is best for your people and for this world, or just for your king?
Why are those mutually exclusive? Your question is wrong.
Not really. If the king's goal is for the well-being of all the people, then I would agree. But from what we've seen, it's not a guarantee. And from the way he's acted, again, doesn't stack. It's not the same thing.
The fighting in the streets have stopped. At least those that have sworn loyalty, sworn fealty, that have seen the might of the crown.
The things do not make one mighty. Might makes one mighty. If it is crown that make king, no. King make crown.
He was king before he had the crown.
He was shit king before he had crown, and you know.
He was the High King before he had the crown.
He was crazy old man.
Why
He
are
was
you
crazy
arguing
about
with him? For
delusion.
God... Excuse me.
You want to
we
know
need
what
to
kind of
talk in
king?
private for a second. He dunks his head just under the water. We're not here to have an argument. We're here to get some questions answered. Now, show a little decorum. Jeez, there's a process here. He brings him back up.
He's dripping wet in the
Terribly
warm water
sorry
in the
about
bathtub.
the unprofessionalism of my friend here. We'll try to
Ukher's trying to
keep
turn his back on him.
Do you want me to deliver terms or not? I expect fair treatment as your prisoner, King. Lokric just gives him a Just stone poker face Lokric.
Do we have any dimensional shackles?
Those are expensive, says Lokric. He speaks in some obscure tongue, knowing that you,
Know all tongues.
He speaks in Ukunian.
Well, we have the stones, right? We understand each other.
That's correct,
Doesn't
but
matter.
but he's speaking in Ukunian because he doubts that Yvander the Fimbulskald has learned Ukunian. Although, unless he spent time in Bartertown, he may have.
It's possible.
There's a chance.
Yeah.
But it's one of the lower possibilities. I don't,
By the way-
obviously this part's not that smart. I'm just going to throw that out there. I'm fairly certain that, I don't know, his sword would pay for such a thing. His belt most definitely would.
How do we end this before there's war?
We kill the king.
That's what Azildan says?
Yeah.
Guys, I think we're taking this a little too far. Perhaps there's a way to actually not have to kill anyone.
Yeah, there's no...
I hope.
If what they're saying is true, that madman on march his entire army through the winter to get here.
Vosgard, they have like a warrior culture. Is there a way to
Challenge the king?
Is there a way to challenge the king?
Yeah, give me a knowledge local.
Yeah. All right, Bard. I'm going to use my Bard powers that work in the anti-magic field. Hetty probably hates the anti-magic field.
So he's not smart, he's pragmatic. Yeah.
34.
Oh, 34 total? Yeah, for those with a rightful claim, there are ways of challenging the king for his kingdom, and some of them do involve martial combat.
Okay. Does anyone here have a rightful claim? I see 2 kings.
Both of them are subjects and were born in this land. Both of them speak Voslandic, and both of them are kings.
Either of you could challenge him to some form of martial test.
The challenge has to be done before the higher power, and the only other higher power here is the gods. So this would have to be done probably in front of the oracle, and would probably have to be accepted.
Or Donovan can just get a 75 on his perform checks, and the actual gods can watch.
The kings can also name champions, although as a warrior culture that would be frowned upon.
Yep.
But an old man versus a young warrior, that probably wouldn't. Yeah.
The king would probably.
And it's a little less like. There's nothing requiring them to accept and kind of go through with it, and sometimes this happens in a very fluid way. It's not an often thing to do, because if an unpopular person wins, they tend to end up getting slain anyways.
All right. So,
but invoking the gods, having both sides agree, and then fighting.
Evander, you're hearty, yes? Good. No illnesses. Strong.
I suppose, he says.
Okay. Take a big breath.
He looks really, really unhappy. He takes a deep breath and gets dunked under.
Either of you two could challenge the king to a combat of arms, although we'd have to do something to entice the king to accept. I would suggest using the ring as leverage. We could basically, under threat of appropriating the ring, or appropriate the ring and have him challenge for rulership. We just need to find a way to create a way to protect him from the helm, if that is the case. Likely you'll end up fighting Trudd. Bring him up.
He's breathing heavy.
Do you know if the artifact that the king wears is aligned?
I did not look. I did not have time to look at it. It was given from Morlock to the king. There was a recoronation ceremony. Private. But I was there.
Interesting.
It has made the king vigorous and possessive. He wants things as a young king may. He has started taking
Brides.
women to his bed. He sings. He does not. He drinks again. He is renewed. He also is demanding debts that are owed, tributes that he sees that need to be paid, and fealty.
Interesting. Has anyone been able to overcome the controlling nature of the item?
Only the... He doesn't want to say it. He doesn't want to say it. He doesn't want to say it.
Say it.
Dim wizard. Is what he whispers to Donovan.
He dunks him back in the water. What did he just say?
He said
Thrashing
those of an
around.
honest nature are up. That's all right.
Brings him up.
He looks pissed off. He's being...
Hey, you know what? You're giving me kind of an attitude. I ain't even opened the window yet.
We have spare circlets coming out of our ears.
He's not afraid of being dropped out a window.
No, no. It gets cold.
And they
You're
go out
all
the window
wet.
into the winter.
In the winter. Yeah.
Yes, getting Morfar Warlock to help would be useful. No.
Yeah, getting the Archwizard of the land on your side might be useful.
Yeah.
Same with the
So-
Priestess, right? You're pretty
Yeah.
sure that if they backed your claim, or at least stood back and supported the winner, that might be a way.
So Ukher made nice with the priestess, and Donovan made nice with the priestess. And we keep Lemmy and Galeth isn't a problem, but we keep them far away from the priestess. All right. We can
Lemmy didn't
easily
do anything.
We can easily protect his mind. He's pointing. He needs to be. Sorry, I'm talking to you in the third person. It's highly rude. If we use magic to make your mind sharper, then it shouldn't control you.
Okay.
Perfect. So then we just need to figure out the best way to issue a challenge. We have a Blessed of Thor.
Hey, we could tattoo it on his ass. I'm just joking. I wouldn't do that to you.
So, as long as you're intelligent enough and you are of sound mind at the time, you should be clickety clackety. Click mechanically. Yeah. My cherry green keyboard. Yes. So, everybody, does that seem appropriate, Lokrik? Would you be willing to accept a challenge? Or do you think this is something for Altagar?
Hey, you give me something to protect my noggin from that crown. I'll tear him apart.
We're gonna get him a helmet that looks like Magneto's helmet.
It all depends on who he names his champion. There's another equation, as you mentioned. Trudd will want to be involved in any challenge that goes on.
Yes. Now, will the king accept... Will the king name Trudd as his hero?
Aren't they kind of at each other's throats right now?
Trudd is taking territory away from Vosnsaga as Vosnsaga turns inward.
Yes.
I do not think they would fight on the same side. However, they may be concerned with the lot of us.
We need to draft up our terms, and we need to make contact with several key individuals.
Agreed.
Specifically Morfar and the High Priestess. as well as Trudd.
What, does Azildan know, like, in Ansa Uppsala, most of the high-ranking clerics were killed?
Yeah, basically, you gave the Oracle her job because you killed a bunch of high, powerful clerics of Odin and other gods there.
Yeah.
Why you're picking at
The,
this
the,
one.
the High Priestess is, I mean, this is going to sound rather grim, but she's got her job because I just didn't think she was worth killing.
She was in Vosnsaga at the time.
She wasn't
Vosnsaga was
there,
a harder target.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know how you like to take all the pain and suffering and oh, it's so sad, cry, but sometimes you didn't do it.
Yeah, actually, I did, actually. Did do a
was
lot
not
of
your-
it.
No, that one he did. That
it was
all
my
Azzy.
idea to turn them into vampires.
That was Azzy's idea. Yeah.
Yeah, that was me.
Well, don't. You're a dick sometimes, you know that?
I mean, it's very strategic, I have to admit.
In my defense, I was a vampire at the time.
So, Evander, I believe we are agreed here that you
He's
can.
looking at you like you're all mad.
We are. We've
In
seen a
the
lot of
last
weird shit.
week, we've fought with 4 gods, a titan a few months ago, and what was it called? A kaiju in the heart of an exploding volcano.
While being attacked by gods.
Yeah. You have to forgive us if your king doesn't scare us.
As we said, this is a very small problem in a realm with very many large problems. So,
Yeah. The one for the fact that it affected our home would completely
What
ignore it.
message
Let's
do you
face
want
it.
me to deliver? And to who?
we are going to have you deliver our demands to the king,
The High King.
the High King. Now, unfortunately, you are a bard only, I suppose. You didn't learn any sorcerer tricks or anything useful along the way, have you?
He's looking at you like, what are you talking about?
It would take a long time to dimension door from here to there.
You want me to drop him off?
Not yet.
We could just give him a wind walk and he could fly over.
We could. That's actually not too bad. You understand windwalk, yes?
He nods, which looks weird when he's hanging upside down.
Donovan will wipe away some of the snot bubbles or whatever from the water going up his nose.
Altagar's like standing on the rope at this point and he's like giving him pigtails.
Yes, but you'll have to wait for a period of time while we get the rest of our, what do you call them, ducks in a row.
I like ducks, they're cute.
Duck taste very good. Very tasty.
And this is why we need to help with your brain.
Scarecrow.
That's Azildan mouthing off to Altagar.
Well, he's
Brave,
conveniently out of reach if you take a look at the board.
Yes,
Yep.
of course.
We'll draft up a proposal.
This guy hates all of you.
You will stay with me, I suppose. Or someone else could handle this. It's very challenging.
I'll babysit him for a while.
No, I need to speak to King Altagar alone.
Yeah, for now, the question is whether or not you want my help speaking with the
Evander,
Oracle.
that's news to him.
Oh, yes. He tried to dominate a king of giants.
Kind of an act of war, I'd say.
Ancient giants, not your typical sort of hill giants, etc. Actual old giants. Fomori. And what was the other one again?
The Firbolg.
Firbolg, thank you.
Okay, he's absorbing this information.
He's a bard. He expected to learn. Altagar, if you could let him down so that his feet go in the tub.
All right. He grabs him like kind of gently around the neck
Yep.
and kind of lowers his feet down and
He's
lets him settle.
tremendously frightened of the deformed Altagar.
Don't worry, I'll stay with you.
Okay, Lokrik pulls Altagar off to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Are you feeling all right? He's pointing at some of the wounds that you have.
Oh, yeah. Just give me a second. He spends a
people-
couple key and heals up like 14 of the damage.
If people are injured, oh crap! How did Midwick take damage?
I don't know. It's on his token, though.
We switched maps, so it could be just left over from whatever happened on this map.
Last time he got exploded. Oh no, he got hit with a big friggin' fiery blast
Oh,
from
the
the
fire-
king.
Oh, yeah,
The
exactly.
king tried to incinerate us
Fertilize.
all with 100 damage fire breath.
Oh no.
Lemmy would have channeled to heal you guys.
Okay.
How did it happen? The giant fire breath.
Sure, like.
It was not my plan to become High King, but if this is what is necessary to stop madness, I will. Unless, of course, you have designs.
I didn't even want to be king of the giants, to be honest with you.
Will you be my champion? If it comes
Yeah,
to
I'll
it?
be. Yeah, I will. But
Can't
like
be
they were
all
saying, while he wears that crown right now, I'm just his puppet if I get too close.
Not that I'm listening in on your conversation, but put the circlet on.
We might be able to fix that. You know how the wizards like to make themselves smarter?
Yeah.
Something
All right.
similar. If I were to craft something like that for you, or get it crafted, what would you like to know more about?
Well, I already got one, but I don't think it makes me smarter. I think it makes me. It's one I got off. Who did I get it off? The Titan. Yeah. So when I got off the Titan, it's pulls it
The
off.
Ghoul Lord's headband, +2 wisdom, +2 charisma.
Yeah.
We do have in the treasure pile a praise and use magic device +4 headband.
We could also stick an int
Wait, we have
+2
a
into the
+4
Ghoul
headband?
Lord's headband to make it a...
Yeah. Hey, I can make bows now. I would never use one.
You can
The
upgrade
other way
yeah.
to do this is an Oon stone of +2 intelligence.
Oh, that's a good one, too.
That is a
We
good
have a +4 headband of int.
We do have a +4 headband of int. Yeah.
Yeah, Midwick's taking that.
Is Ahmed a dumbass?
+2 int.
you have to agree. Are you or were you like?
It is
Yeah, no.
possible.
You have to agree before you're allowed to take
It
it.
is possible.
You also have a head slot item that you never use. Altagar.
Yeah, I guess we can
Yeah.
do that too.
You can take my headband.
This was the bestest, worstest, funniest, stupid thing. This-
We talking about stupid? Are we gonna talk about stupid? Where's the item? Under party
Loot.
pages loot.
Loot.
Yep.
Under stuff that we were like, somebody probably should use one of these, and I refuse to sell. Like that pile of stuff.
Oh, it's under equipment, then?
No, it's in the loot section still.
Perfect. I'll take that, felons. I'm taking it.
I'm pretty
and I'll
certain
put
this
mine.
stuff wasn't from.
Oh,
the-
yeah, a felon's diadem. Yeah, this was Trudd's wizard's headband.
From under the sea.
Yeah, that you found
Under
it.
the sea.
Under the sea. Life is better down where it's wetter. Take
All right,
it from
then.
me.
I will leave it to Donovan to figure out how to... He listens for a moment to see if Donovan's actually listening. How to issue these challenges.
Maybe you could just like make me a helmet or something for that thing.
Make it look like Magneto's helmet. Oh,
Okay, he goes back in.
with holes.
Fimbulwinter, go and tell this High King that we plan on making a challenge. Within the month. At Ouroborous. Before the gods. The Fimble Skull just nods to this while sitting in the tub.
Donovan will fumble with the strings. It'll be like, ah, crap, and they'll pull out a knife and start cutting the ropes because there ain't no way he can undo these knots.
Right, they're just too tight. It's that knot, man. It's that knot. Okay, so you eventually
cut him out.
Yep.
You might want to dry off, get dressed.
You're giving him his equipment back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does anybody
pilfer anything from it?
No. I mean, he's a belt of physical perfection, which is funny, but we know where to get one if we need one.
Okay, so he gets dressed. He seems relieved that you're not taking his things. Will you teleport me back? He says to Lemmy.
Yeah, I don't see a reason not to. He looks at the guys.
Yeah, you might want to be like in your elemental form or something.
One moment. Donovan is going to blast through detect chaos, then detect good, then detect evil, then detect law.
Okay.
I'll stop if I get one.
What's the order?
Chaos.
Yes.
Okay. He then casts Magic Circle against Chaos on Lemmy.
Are you fucking kidding me? If I don't come back, I deserve to die.
I wouldn't go with me. We're making a dwarf rule a human nation because it's funny. They're all going to have to bow super deep all the time, constantly.
It's fine. Lemmy summons 2 large tigers.
Okay.
And you're going to teleport with the 4 of them.
I don't know if summon monsters can teleport.
Never tried it before, actually. Not of their own ability. I know that.
It's an interesting little...
Would be an interesting trick.
What would be really interesting is where you summon up big monsters and you plane shift them into the enemy base. Especially with the mythic power to make it go where you want it to go. So you just keep plane shifting, like, summon Tarasks or whatever into the throne room. T-Rex.
I think Marty, anything summoned that has its own ability to teleport cannot have that ability. But if somebody else is teleporting, I think that's okay. I think it specifically says if they have their own ability to teleport.
Yeah, it does. Oh god.
So this should be okay, right?
I'm just thinking about the repercussions of this.
Oh yeah. Oh, the surprise. I mean, we're at the point where we can actually teleport a larger group of people than we are.
I would plane shift because I don't care about size when I plane shift.
So you summon some tigers. Evander swallows hard when he sees them.
Sorry.
Ukher will throw him another extract.
This one's fluffy and that one's puffy. Let's go.
Of healing.
Alright, Fluffy, Puffy, Lemio, and Evander Fimbulskald are teleported to Vosnsaga. Where in Vosnsaga? Are you going to Bubark Arch? Or are you going down into the town? Are you going outside of
Somewhere
town?
in the town.
Okay. You appear near the burnt-out drinking hall.
Yep.
Evander just nods. Your friends are insane, Lemio.
What your king did was not proper.
I would remind you that there are many people that follow Yggdrasil because of what you have done. Your teachings have spread wide and far. I would be careful to choose sides as a religious man in this conflict. Were you to do